Welcome to Gridiron 816. I'm your host, Benny. We got your two other hosts, Miles and David. Say what's up, guys.
Hey,
what's up?
How we doing?
Welcome to the podcast. Just got finished with week 6, and now we're going into week 7. Buffalo Bills versus Chiefs is what we just watched today.
Looks exciting.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The Cardinals versus the Cowboys.
Cardinals versus the Cowboys
It's a
as
Monday
well.
slate of games.
2 games we will talk about. What do we want to start with first?
It's just a good bounce back week. It sucks when you lose. It sucks to do a podcast when you lose. Better when you win.
Let's start at the beginning because it was an awesome way to begin the day. The Texans versus the Titans on Sunday.
Oh man, that was a ripper of a game. I mean, who expected the Texans to go toe to toe, take them to overtime? Nobody.
Right.
I thought the Texans were going to pull it off, and yeah.
And looking back on the strategy that Vrabel used,
Yep.
with the intentional 12 men on the field penalty, it's just kind of definitely Belichickian of him to do.
Yep, and just a great day by Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry.
Deadly 200 yards.
I would like to know when was the last time a team had their quarterback pass for 300 yards and their running back run for over 200 yards.
So, I just want to say, Derrick Henry might be, the scariest specimen at running back there ever has been.
Dude.
I mean, in the history of football. Just in speaking, if you could build one in a test tube, Derrick Henry would be what you came out with. The
So
dude,
right.
He's massive.
If you chose a running
He's
back.
what Jerome Bettis wanted.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
He's
We love
fast.
Jerome Bettis.
He has his rush. His longest run of the day was 94 yards. He's pulled off 99-yard runs, multiple 99-yard runs. The dude just can rumble. I mean, it's scary. I still don't know how the Chiefs stopped him and held him to 67 yards in the AFC Championship game last year. I don't know.
Crazy stuff.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
against
saw
our
him.
defense.
He took us down in the 2017 playoffs.
Yeah, me and David were heartbroken. It was 3rd and 12, and they ran the ball and they got it. And we were
21-3 at halftime.
David was pulling me out of the stadium going, we gotta go. I was like, there's still a chance. And there was not. There was no
Ads
chance.
started playing.
There was no chance. But yeah, he's a beast.
He's a good guy.
All right, what do we want to go to next here?
Let's see
Let's
here.
see what was the next one. Another good game. The Bengals versus Colts. Another comeback. Bengals versus the Colts.
Was it 21?
Yeah, it was.
They were up by 3 touchdowns. Yeah, up by 21. And Miles and Ben guessed that the Bengals were going to win, and
That's
I went on
right.
a
One
deadly
of our
rant
picks.
about no, they will not.
But it was such a close game, so I mean,
the Colts still pulled it out, and Phil Rivers still a little whiner baby.
Definitely.
dude, he was did you see him post game?
Big baby.
He was crying. He was crying after the win. I don't know what. He was
Really?
emotional. Well, he was getting choked up, but he was just doing a regular post game interview. Nothing was said that.
I beat the Cincinnati Bengals.
We did it. We beat Joe Burrow. I don't know. I don't like the guy. He's just a whiner.
Yeah,
and
Joe Burrow, dude. He
He
throws for 300 yards every game. He's pretty dang good.
I think he now has the record
Yeah.
for most passing attempts through his first 6 games.
he was on a different team.
I mean,
You have newbie quarterbacks just getting unlucky, really.
Yeah, seriously. Did you see? I forgot who said it, but they said if the Jets had the first pick, Trevor Allen should play another year at.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence should play another year.
I agree with that, and that's what Peyton Manning did. I believe that wholeheartedly. That's what
Yeah.
Peyton Manning did in 1998. Said, nope, not going to the Jets. If they have the first pick, no, I'm going to stay another year at Tennessee and see how this goes.
That's hilarious.
That's good stuff. Yeah, that was a good game. And what was the turnaround was really just the Bengals defense kind of started to fall apart. And dude, some of these passes, Phillip Rivers just throws it up, and it works a lot of the time. He threw for 371 yards.
His pick was horrible. It was a horrible ball, and that's usual suspect thing of Phillip Rivers. When he throws a pick, it isn't a 50-50 ball. It's that was gonna get picked.
I bet he also cried when the Titans didn't lose that game.
Exactly. Man, that was just really entertaining game. Just to kind of tag back, that was really good way to start. The noon games were really, really entertaining this week. For
Next
sure.
game.
All right. Broncos Patriots. We could also talk about Falcons Vikings.
Broncos Patriots.
Falcons have their first win. We all thought they were going to lose again.
That was really a shock.
Good for them.
We should talk about that. The Falcons putting up 40 against the Vikings when they.
Julio Jones had a great game.
Yeah, that was a really pretty pass by Matt Ryan. He knowing where the sticks were, he kind of jumped back and found Julio for that long touchdown.
That's funny. Matt Ryan had the exact same amount of passing yards as Philip Rivers did, 371.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game for Atlanta fans. I mean, you know, you're hoping to get your first win. I don't think they thought their first win was going to come against Minnesota. They played really well against Seattle last week. The Vikings did, so we, you know, totally expected them to go win this game against a winless Falcons team. But they really, you know, and that's it. You know, it's crazy to see that after they fired their head coach.
Yep. And then they looked bad. You know, the Vikings, they just looked pretty. They looked pretty bad.
Very lethargic.
Yes, but still shocked the Vikings won after the start that they had, but good for the Vikings.
Good for the Falcons.
Definitely.
It's good for the good for the Atlanta Falcons.
But that's
good for
sorry
the
to the
Vikings.
Atlanta Braves.
The Broncos Patriots game. If you guys remember, this game, by the way, ended 18-12 Broncos. We did not get that game right. We collectively all picked the Patriots to win that game.
Yep.
But
close game.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it wasn't very close the whole game. It was really Denver the entire game, and they could just not score a touchdown.
Yeah, they kicked 6 field goals for all 18 points. That's
couldn't get it in.
And they won, but they won the game. The same thing happened to the Chiefs in the 2016 AFC Divisional Playoffs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Le'Veon Bell ran for like
one touchdown early.
No,
in the
they
game
didn't. Or we did. Or no, they kicked 6 field goals for 18 points and beat us on all field goals.
Oh, okay. They were talking about us. Okay.
Oh no,
because we had like mostly field goals in that game too. We had
one
one touchdown and the rest was field
in the
goals.
second half we didn't put up a touchdown, so that was heartbreaking. But it sucks to lose on all field goals.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Drew Lock, and it's like Drew Lock's the youngest quarterback to go win in Foxborough, but it's like, well, he didn't throw a touchdown and threw 2 picks, so did he?
Right.
Did he win in Foxborough, or did Brandon McMahon?
He didn't win in the He didn't win in the Foxborough that we all grew up on.
Exactly. that we were accustomed to seeing for sure. Entertaining game. No one saw that coming though. Good win. It's good. It's actually good for us having the Broncos beat the Patriots. You know what I mean? Giving them another loss.
Yep.
New England, and then the Broncos aren't a threat, and that we're going to be playing them next week, so
Definitely.
that'll be exciting
It's going to be a fun game.
for sure.
Let's see.
Dude, Washington Giants. That
Giants.
was a really good game. It was a 1-point game. 20-19.
First game, first win, first time win.
That's right. I picked that game right too.
You did, and so did Ben, and I was the only one who got it
Yeah.
wrong.
Very cool. So yeah, they not sticking with Haskins, and Kyle Allen had a pretty okay day. Threw for 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. Their defense is really what is helping them. You know, that's definitely their strong point. The football team. I mean, Chase Young's looking good. He's putting up sacks every week still, but just not they're not winning ball games. It was that was definitely not supposed to be like a very entertaining game, but it ended, ended up being pretty close.
Yeah. Usually when bad teams go at it, sometimes they are pretty good games.
Right.
Yep. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Probably nothing much for either of those teams coming up, but probably not more wins coming up for the Giants, but we'll see.
The Eagles and the Ravens, that was good because the Eagles tried to make it a game late in that game.
Yeah, it was close. We saw the end of it, and we picked the Ravens to win, but I was kind of hoping the Eagles were going to pull it out because it would have been so exciting. But they almost did it.
Would help the Chiefs.
What do you think happened? They just like...
So I was watching it. They did switch coverages at the end of the game, so I did get to catch the end of that game. Philadelphia couldn't seem to they came back, but they just couldn't seem to when they got the ball back to try and go win the game or put up more points. It just did their drives weren't sustained, and then they just kept giving the Ravens the ball back late in that game. They just kept just 3 and out.
Yep.
And the time ran out on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how it happens.
Click on the box score on that. See some stats on that one. Lamar Jackson, under 200 yards rushing. That is pretty normal. Or passing, I mean. And then what was the rush?
He had like 92 yards rushing, or like, let's see.
108.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, so like Philadelphia, they scored 6 points through all the first 3 quarters, and then they scored 22 in the fourth quarter to make it a ball game. So, it was really one-sided through the majority of that football game.
Jalen Hurts finally got to play a little bit.
That's right. He did.
2 carries for 23 yards. Rookie quarterback.
He was someone I was excited about in the draft. I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts, and I was excited to see him go to the Eagles.
Yeah, I was surprised he went there, though,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Wentz, it's...
he's not too good.
He's not the best, and it's just...
He actually has the worst quarterback rating right now.
And it seems like he has just bad luck in Philadelphia. That might not just be his place to win football games. He seems like a really talented quarterback, but he seems snake-bitten in Philly.
Yep.
Maybe.
Good game.
Good game.
Eagles tried to make it one, at least.
For sure.
Why don't we just jump to it? Packers Buccaneers. So Packers put up 10 points.
It was 10 to
0.
0.
I thought it was like I thought the Packers were about to put the whoop on Tom Brady, and then he throws a pick six, and that was the turn of the tide.
Then he almost threw another one.
He that's right. They almost returned that one. Like they returned it to the
like 2. Yeah,
exactly.
I just said last week Packers wouldn't lose another game. That was my hot take.
And look at you.
Look at me now.
And that dude threw for 150 yards, or what does that say on Aaron? 160?
100 yards. Or wait, no.
160.
Sorry, 160 yards.
Good God.
Ronald Jones of the Buccaneers, he looks pretty scary as a running back. He ran for 113 yards, and he's just been putting up pretty solid numbers through these first 6 weeks of the season. Someone to look out for sure.
Blaine Gabbert seen some action?
He saw a little action. He threw a pass.
He went to Mizzou, right?
He did. Yep, that's right. Very good, David.
Yeah.
Look at Gronkowski.
He had a good day. He had a
good game. First touchdown, I think, is a Buccaneer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, he has not been having good games, but
he had a nice toe tap. A little bit of a toe tap there from Gronkowski.
His long was 31 yards.
31 yards.
8 targets, 5 catches. Good game on his part.
Oh yeah.
LaShawn McCoy really holding his own.
He got 2 yards.
He needs to get to 12,000 though. He's only like 90 yards away. It's like, come on, man.
Come on, man. All right. Let's see here. Last game of the week that we are going to talk about is
what about the Browns losing? Let's talk about a couple more. What about the Browns losing? Getting whooped.
Yeah.
Getting whooped by the Steelers. I mean, I picked the Steelers to win. I thought the Steelers would win, but I thought it was going to be a close game.
I picked the Browns only because of what they did to Dallas the week prior.
They've been holding themselves up. They've been proving that they can go against these big opponents, but 7-38.
Yeah, it was a kind of a shocker. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a ball game, but
Seriously?
it just proves
Baker Mayfield only 119 yards.
Pittsburgh's defense is pretty scary, and their offense ain't slouches either. So they might, we definitely need them to lose a couple games for us to jump them in the seedings. But I do believe we will be the top seed in the AFC by the end of the year. For sure.
Oh man, I hope so.
And then also the 49ers game was super entertaining too. The Sunday night football game against the Rams.
They complete turnaround from last week
for sure. Now they're 4-2. It's definitely a better outlook for them right now. Jared Goff had a really good day. He threw for 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. Just kept them in the football game. I saw that. What's his name for the 49ers? Their cornerback. He was like. Did insane, and he hasn't played in like 4 seasons.
Yeah,
and it's a super awesome story for him to come back and make a really big difference. I forget his name on the defense, man, but he looked good for sure. I believe he's number like 22 or something.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember his name either.
Sorry, sorry about that.
We'll come back. But yeah, good game, and because Shanahan going into it said all I'll pull him out again. I'll pull Garoppolo out again if I need to.
Yeah.
So I think that motivated Garoppolo a little bit, and they looked like what they looked like last year. Good team.
For sure. We'll see.
They looked like a good team.
They look like a good team. We'll see because they are 3-3 and they did lose to the Dolphins a
Yep.
couple weeks ago.
They
So
Yeah.
we'll see what's up.
All right.
They're looking a little suspect in my eyes.
With Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Crazy.
I had a great week of football.
It was a good week of football. Chiefs win.
Are we going to talk about the Chiefs game?
Oh yeah, we just totally skipped over it.
So
We just won, ladies.
yeah,
and
we
gentlemen.
just won.
Yeah.
So what about the run game? Let's I saw a tweet like ESPN Sports Center. It said like the future of
We totally skipped over Le'Veon Bell.
yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we
but
got
it
it.
said like the future of the Chiefs is looking bright. Edwards-Helaire had 161 yards, and we just signed Le'Veon Bell. And sorry on our end, we said that was not going to happen.
We were very confident
Yeah.
in saying in the last podcast that we
I don't really
No
care.
way.
I don't
No
really
way.
care at all though.
Right. Right, and you know what? It is exciting. I'm not gonna
Anything
lie.
can happen in the National Football League.
Right, exactly. And even though he has had a pretty pedestrian couple seasons with the Jets, and then this, we know what he's capable of, and he seems like he's ripping and raring to go. So if
Yeah.
he can come in and provide a spark on the run game, which is something that I don't even really think we need, dude, we're gonna just start whooping.
Yeah.
Whooping.
It can only get better.
It can only get better. That's
Right.
right. That's right. So. We were wrong. We are men enough to admit that we
Yeah,
were
of
wrong,
course.
but we are also excited about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
Yeah.
win. I mean, it was a close game, pretty close game, 26-17.
Patrick Mahomes only 5 incomplete passes.
That's really good.
Pretty good. Not like a prolific.
Prolific.
Mm-hmm. That's the word I'm looking for. Not a very prolific performance or anything, but it was really all about the run game.
For sure. I mean, and that's good to see, though, too, that we don't have to go out there and throw the ball to win.
And our defense looked pretty good too. I wasn't nervous at all during this game. I was nervous when they came within 6 points there at the end, but then we went down and scored a field goal like 2 minutes later. So we looked pretty good. I think we're a really good team, and we bounced back from that loss. And yeah, what are we talking about now?
I just hope that it's not a regular thing bringing up Harrison Butker's extra points.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, we don't even got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when it becomes when it's actually affecting the games.
Right. It's not like we've lost the game by a point.
Yes,
I was just looking at that.
Oh yeah, thankfully.
So we have one of maybe my favorite week, and there's two of them each year coming up. Broncos games. I love beating the Broncos. I might hate them more than any division rival personally. So we're going to Denver this next week, and that should be exciting.
Definitely.
I expect us to whoop for sure.
Yep. What we got next?
All right, we want to talk about give some players of the week. Give our best and worst here.
I'll go first. I'll
Yeah,
go
David,
ahead
go
and
ahead
give
and
it to
start us
Gronk. I'll go give it to Rob Gronkowski.
Solid choice.
5 catches, about 75 yards, and a touchdown. Not outstanding, but he hasn't had all that great of a year, and he hasn't played that much. You don't see him in the game too terribly much. So to have 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown, it was a big deal for Gronkowski. Nice toe tap in there as well. So yeah, I'll give it to Gronk.
That's a good one. I gotta give mine to Derrick Henry. He looked like Predator. Like you said that the other day.
Right.
He looks like Predator running at you. There are only a few guys in the NFL that I have to say that strike fear into my soul. One of them being Aaron Donald, another being Derrick Henry. That dude just if you're a defensive back or a safety and you see that dude running full
It's
bore
those
speed,
dreads, man.
Coming right at you.
It's how big he is and
I ain't
those
about to want
dreads,
to tackle
dude.
that. I mean,
Crazy.
think about wanting to tackle that dude in the first quarter. Think about wanting to tackle that dude after 3 quarters, in the fourth quarter. You got to tackle that dude. You got to go. And he ran all over them. He even was catching passes out of the backfield, just ripping and roaring.
Yep.
And won the game. I think he single-handedly won that game for the Titans.
Well, Ryan Tannehill had a great game as well.
Definitely.
For sure.
But yeah.
I'll give it to
Then
Clyde
two.
Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like you were talking about, he might be the future of our Chiefs running team.
I believe he is.
Yeah, he just played a great game, and I hope we see a lot of him this season. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, how about the worst player?
I'll probably give it to Cam Newton. But, coming off a COVID diagnosis, maybe he's just a little slow getting back to it. They hadn't practiced and, they hadn't done run-throughs or anything in, over a week, the Patriots. So I understand why they probably looked a little off, but Cam Newton didn't look all that great this week.
I'm going to I think I'm going to change mine. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers. I'd expect him to, after scoring the initial 10 and throwing a pick six, I fully expected him to bounce back and try to make that a ball game, but very uncharacteristic ending to that game for him. So that's why he's my worst player of the week.
All right. I think I'm going to give it to Ezekiel Elliott. Hold on to the ball. That's what I have to say.
And 2 fumbles, yeah.
And that's about it for that. What was our picks this week, David?
We all went 8 and 6.
8 and 6.
Not all the same games. Different losses in there. But yeah, not a great, not a great day as far as the noon games. We lost quite a few of those, but then as the day went on, it was better. But we won. What was the night game last night?
The Rams Niners. Right. The night game.
Okay, gotcha. So we lost that one, but we won a couple of the three. I won a couple of the 3 o'clock games, and then we won both. We all won both of the games today. So
what's nice is we can say we don't have a losing record in any of the weeks. Any of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I do. I think I went 7 and 9 or something one time, but.
Well, at least we've tied. We've all tied in consecutive weeks, so the standings are still the same, folks.
Right, standings are the same, so it doesn't matter much. But 8 and 6 could have done better. Still solid. All right. So about 3 weeks ago, week 3, we took a look at the divisional standings.
That's right.
We looked at some of them, and we kind of made some predictions, some picks. And so now we're going to look at them again. Obviously, starting off, we have the AFC East, a really interesting division. I think every time we update this and we get to AFC East, it's going to surprise us.
Right, but I'm still sticking with my pick, and I'm still sticking with the Bills.
I still think the Bills can come out on top. I still think the Patriots will come out on second. But right now, going into week 7, we have the Dolphins in second place.
And I said that a couple weeks ago, and it doesn't make me sound like an idiot because I still said it's still in the Dolphins' hands, and by God, they're still in that division. It's exciting. It's exciting without Tom Brady in that division. I mean, just as a fan of football to watch that and see that's shaken up. The Patriots are not.
It's the first time that the Patriots have been less than 500 after 5 games since 2002.
That's right.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is.
That's predating my football memory, folks. AFC West, we know who's going to win that. That's the Kansas City.
The Kansas City Chiefs. Did we think Chargers would be in last here?
Would I think that? Yeah, they start slow. They're probably the most historically slow starting franchise I've ever seen.
Really?
And I keep track of that. Phillip Rivers has done that, and it seems to have kind of lingered in that franchise.
Yeah.
They have started one.
They're going to win their next game.
Yeah, probably.
I do think there's a chance the Raiders will be behind us all season, obviously, hopefully
AFC,
by margin.
Oh, for sure. The AFC North is ridiculously competitive right now. Steelers at the top right now at 5-0. The Ravens in second place at 5-1, and then the Browns are in third at 4-2. They're all
it's a race.
They're playing really good football right now. So
it is a race.
It's going to be tough to see who wins, but we still are all banking on the Ravens taking that. I assume.
I think. Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
I think the Ravens still have potential for the number 1 seed.
I think the Steelers could do it.
Oh, you're changing your mind there.
I mean, the Steelers are really good.
For sure. Do you think that the Steelers can win those divisional games against against Baltimore?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, we are going to find out.
Yeah.
I think it's as scary as
us playing the Raiders next.
I think the Steelers are as scared as the Ravens are of the Steelers.
That's a really good point. Yeah. I believe the same thing. That they're both going to be kind of
They both know
worried
what's up.
worried
They
about
both
Yeah.
know they need to
win that
study
game.
hard.
for sure. Yeah, and then finally in the final AFC division, this AFC South. I still think the Titans. I believe we all picked the Titans.
Yeah, I mean,
Division.
Texans are just out of it.
And they made it a game, like we said, against the Titans, and we thought that might have been a good divisional win for the Texans. That definitely wouldn't have done anything for the
I don't know if
standings.
it's going to turn anything around with their motivation or anything like that. But it might just be too late, even if it does.
I think, Titans, they're 5-0. We need Pittsburgh and Tennessee to lose a couple games, and then we're going to be like in the driver's seat for the AFC West. But I don't think anything changed. I think we all did keep our picks for the entire AFC. So that's good. Everything's just going the way we seem a little bit smart.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, let's move on to the NFC.
All right. Start with the NFC East here.
Anybody could win that division, guys. Those coaches need to start.
That's like a punch in the face. I did not.
Those coaches need to start
No.
being like that in the locker room. Like, guys, anybody could win this.
I think that all of those coaches could be fired. I mean, geez.
I mean, you can't even you can't make any picks off of this besides the Cowboys.
We did pick the Cowboys. I believe I did have the Cowboys, and it's weird that they're still in the division lead, even though they've played so bad. I mean, that division is. They are the only division I think to have had like that worse a record, and then the other one was that same division, the NFC East, like 10 years prior. So they're trash. That's a trash division. I think that's all we need to say. About them.
NFC East, Seahawks.
NFC West.
Oh, NFC West. We just did these. NFC West, Seahawks 5-0 still. This is also another close one. Cardinals and Rams both 4-2, and 49ers 3-3. I think the Cardinals can. The Cardinals. I think the Seahawks will pull it out. I might have said that the Rams would maybe be in second by week 3, but by week 6, I don't know if I think they have a better chance than the Cardinals, but I think the Seahawks will win the division.
I think the Seahawks will also win the division. I think that's pretty obvious, but the Cardinals will probably make it a good race with the divisional games.
Yep.
All right.
NFC North.
Who expects?
Bears are on top.
All I gotta say is I'm really proud of the Chicago Bears, and I still think the Packers are gonna win that division, though. That's it.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And then finally the NFC South. Buccaneers maintaining the lead right now as of this moment at 4-2, but it's still a pretty close division. The Saints are at 3-2, looking to close the gap in this next week. They're hoping that the Buccaneers can lose and they can win a game to even up that. But I'm really excited about the divisional games between that are next divisional game, the Saints and Bucs game. That'll be really,
those are
really
gonna
exciting.
be awesome
For sure.
Those are gonna be good, man. Yep. Ben, what
And
we
then
got next?
Let's make our week 7. Oh, sorry,
Is
guys.
there one more division we got to? Right, there's one more NFC South, right?
We did it.
Or NFC North or NFC South?
We did it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So I got some questions for you, gentlemen. Just
All
some
right.
simple, just little trivia questions for the both of you. I'll start with you, Ben, over here. You tell me, Ben, who do you think is gonna be the matchup in the NFC Championship? Who are the two teams that are gonna face off in the NFC Championship?
Well, just last week I said the Packers wouldn't lose another game. So, obviously that's the regular season, but I do think the Packers that will hold themselves up in the playoffs definitely, and so I think it will be Packers playing the Seahawks.
That's a really good. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
And that'd be a very good game too.
I want to. Something makes me want to say Buccaneers, and I think that maybe at the beginning of the season I would have still said Packers against the Saints maybe, but I don't know if the Saints will pull themselves over the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers do have a chance, but ultimately I do think the championship will be Seahawks and Packers.
That's a good one for sure. And they played in 2015, and that was an exciting game too. Very, very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pick. All right, David, who do you think is going to lead the league in passing yards and rushing yards this year? Now that Dak Prescott is out.
Probably, I predict that the passing will be Matt Ryan. Even though they're not that great, he's
Sure.
putting up a lot of yards. And I think the rushing will be Derrick Henry, of course.
He's a beast,
King
and
Henry,
he has just been running over teams for sure. There's no
Yeah.
reason not to think he's going to continue that trend for sure. It doesn't seem like there's a defense that can stop him right now. And then let's make our week 7. Are we going to make our picks now for week 7?
Yeah,
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
gibberish there.
All right, guys. Let's start with the Giants Eagles game on Thursday Night Football. You got to go with the Eagles.
I'm gonna go with
They're playing pretty trash right now. I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'll say the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles.
All right, we swept on the Eagles on that one.
Saints Panthers. I'll say the Saints.
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 All right, so we're all gonna have identical records no matter what happens in these first 2 games.
I think the Bills are gonna beat the Jets.
I think the Bills are also gonna beat the Jets.
Browns Bengals is gonna be nice, but I think it'll be the Browns.
The Browns. They're pissed off about that last
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I'm going the Browns.
Cowboys Washington. Just solely based off the Cowboys having one more win over them, I will say the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Cowboys too.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Wow, all right.
Oh my goodness.
Packers Texans. I'm gonna say Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna go Packers.
Okay, we finally have made
Okay, I
one
think
win.
Like a
Okay.
throw up game. Okay.
Lions Falcons. I'm gonna give it to Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah. David.
David.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit.
Okay. All right. Steelers Titans, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna say Titans.
Titans. Yep.
I'm gonna go the Steelers.
Oh!
All right.
He's gonna look for the
That'll be
win on that one.
fun. Okay.
That might be the only game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Seahawks Cardinals. I'll say the Seahawks.
Yep. Seattle's winning that game.
I'm going Seattle.
Chiefs are winning the Broncos game.
Of course.
100%.
I'm going Chiefs.
Jaguars Chargers.
Chargers.
I'll say the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
Patriots 49ers. I'm gonna go with the Pats.
I'll go with
I'm
49ers.
going with the 49ers.
Buccaneers
The
Raiders.
John Gruden Bowl.
Yeah, true.
I'm
I'm going with the Buccaneers.
I'm going with the Raiders.
I think that the Raiders can pull one off over them.
Very nice.
That is also, it's kind of a hot take, really, but
Bears Rams.
they beat us.
That's the last game of the year. Last game of the year. Last game of
We're
the
done,
week.
folks.
That's it. Bears Rams. Why does it feel like they played already?
What do you think?
Chicago. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears.
The Bears.
I think I've picked them in every game.
I'm
this
going
year.
the Rams.
Yeah, I'll say the Bears.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
At
Well,
least
that's
we didn't pick
Shorter-
every game.
Shorter episode.
Identical.
Shorter episode, but I think we'll go ahead and call it right there.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you in week
For
7.
listening.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys.
That's right. Thank you.
Gooby.